Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline at our new venue, the Royal Place. Everybody knows it's on Route 88. My friend Smokin' Jim, after 22 boxing matches, realized it's near 51 and it's make a right on 88. And this is a true story. I rarely embellish like my fiction and fact guy, Smokin' Jim Frazier. I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. We thank the owner, Alita, for letting us do our show here. We're trying to pump up Monday nights, so when you see this, we'll be here the first and third week of each month. Come on out. There's great food. They got drinks, everything. You name it. Now they have sports on Monday night. So thanks for watching us, everybody, on Verizon 32, everywhere in the Pittsburgh area, from Nemacolin all the way to Cranberry and Wexford. Every community in the Pittsburgh area, they've told either Smokin' Jim or I that they've seen us, from the city of Pittsburgh all the way out to the suburbs. Now, in Bethel Park is only Comcast 7. Comcast 7 split up all the areas, and we're fortunate enough to have Comcast 7. If you want to come to Bethel Park, you're allowed to move there. You can watch us on Comcast 7, so think about that. We start our show off with what's on our mind, but before I say that, I want to thank everybody for all the likes on Pittsburgh Sportsline on Facebook. We hit a new high just today, Jim Audet, 4,550. That's in 2 years, a little over 2 years. So for an old timer like me to learn Facebook and have all of you like us, we must be doing something right. And if you want me to like something, I'm a little skeptical on some of the sites, so I'll watch it, at least go there. My friend, I tell everybody every week, Smokin' Jim Frazier will like anything. How do I know? Because people have told me, how come you don't like my page? I said, well, look at what you're posting. And I go, Smokin' Jim, did you see that? Not at all. So be safe out there on the internet, and that's some of what you got to do. We start our show off with what's on our mind, and we're going to do that right now. Smokin' Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green, you got to see Levine.
Don't break a pen.
Big hand for international master photographer Bill Boyce in the house.
And no models. This is a new record for Pittsburgh Sportsline. The international photographer, even from the International Space Station, has no models tonight. I don't know what happened. There's been a full moon outside, and it affects people in a lot of different ways, and I'll have to find out from Bill later on. But he does take some of the greatest photos ever on Pittsburgh Sportsline, so make sure you're smiling, and if you're eating, he will take your picture, and if you're talking like I do, he does it 90% of the time. Go ahead, Smokin' Jim.
Hey, thanks. You know what? For many years, the best athlete on the Pittsburgh Steelers team before he got old was Brett Kiesel. Brett Kiesel was 6'5", 280 pounds. He could run, jump, and slam dunk. Pittsburgh Steelers got rid of him because he got 50 shades of gray in his beard. But they replaced the beard with the bud. Pittsburgh Steelers first-round draft choice, Bud Dupree, runs a 40 and 4.5. He's 6'4", 270 pounds. He got an NBA vertical jump of 42 inches. You know, this is a guy that he is the only athlete on the planet that is bigger and faster than Bud Dupree is American Pharaoh. Listen, this is a guy that's going to be coached by Joey Porter. This is a guy that's going to be coached by Jerry O. This is a guy that's going to be coached by Keith Butler. This is a guy that's going to be coached by player coach James Harrison. If Bud Dupree stays healthy, he has a good chance of being a Hall of Famer. Hey, listen, everybody that knows me knows I love country and western music. Pittsburgh Steelers problems, they got too many rappers on the team. They got a lot of players that can lift every voice and sing. Bud will lift every fist and swing. Hey, listen, Western Pennsylvania, Bud Dupree is the best in the West. Forget about the rest because there's no contest. Pittsburgh, this Bud is for you.
Smoking Jim, that was just great. And they're not going to be 8-8. He said it so many times last year. I'm actually happy for my friend. This isn't what's on my mind. I'm deviating a little bit. Rarely does he gloat because he says so much out there on the internet. We don't know what's fiction and we don't know what's fact. And he was telling us about Bud Dupree. And he didn't even text me that he got in. I saw it. And he's the guy that said they should take him. And he's always getting disrespected at the Steeler War Room, so he says, after 2 large steaks and visiting with his friends. So congratulations, my friend, on they took one of your picks. And he was the first pick. And that's a rare sign. I always do some promotions here. We have a lot of things going on in Bethel Park, so I have to at least help my home community here. We got the farmers market is starting back up. And that'll be May 5th. Thanks, Bill. I was talking again. You kept the record. I know, that's why I hold it up on that stuff. Thank you. All right, the farmers market. Now, we do have raffle tickets for any of you that want to help guys and some of the ladies that are volunteers. There's a $650 Weber stainless steel grill, $1 ticket. You can win it. And that'll be at the council meeting. The mayor will pull the winning ticket. Notice that dramatic pause. And this grill will help the volunteers. We're building up our scholarship fund in Bethel Park so they can get further education on videography and other things that tie into that. Even Devin needs a little help there too at times. So maybe you'll get that scholarship. Then there's another event. It's this Friday night. I'll be there selling raffle tickets, of course. It's designer bag bingo. So any of you guys who have daughters, mothers, wives, girlfriends, not in the same family all the time, invite them to come out. It's $25 for a ticket, 10 games. There's all kind of food and other raffle tickets and different giveaways. So come on out there and help donate to the scholarship fund. Thanks, Devin, for taking that. Let's see, I got another thing. We have an Olympic fighter who got asked to go to Ireland. We had him on last week.
It's my dream.
Now, well, you have a new dream every week, but I can't verify that. Now, do you like burritos? What's a burrito? Okay, you'll find out on the 6th.
Does it taste like chicken?
No, it looks like chicken. And it's after Cinco de Mayo, okay? And that's one of your favorite holidays you said last week. And you know that'll be Wednesday. So, or no, what is that? Tuesday, I'm sorry. This is Wednesday. This is the promotion. It helps Hugo, who fought in the Donnybrook, who you said is one of the best young fighters around in the area, and he's going to try out for the Olympics. He got asked by an Olympic champion from Ireland to come over there, and he will train him for 5 weeks and then come back here. So, of course, you need money to live there. So we're trying to raise money for this great fighter.
What's his name?
Hugo.
Last name?
We don't give out last names.
Okay.
You told us about government and stuff like that, so we're not going to do it here. You keep that since you're trying to. He'll tell you the name. And what's on my mind is baseball. One of the most frustrating things being a pitcher is seeing great performances get wasted. And we have a power outage like I described with the Penguins. And I was talking to Tom here, who come on a little bit later. We have a power outage with the Buccos. They wasted home runs. El Toro got his 5th home run. And you had Kung hit his 1st home run. He tied the game. You would have thought that would inspire the other hitters, because now you got the South Korean rookie coming in from overseas, hitting a home run, and they aren't hitting. It didn't work. Now we're losing in extra inning games, so you're going through all the pitchers. Now they're getting all this practice, but one thing they're not practicing is holding a lead. When you have a lead going into the 9th inning, that's what a closer does. He stops them. So there's some frustration on my part. Don't listen to Smoking Jim Frazier and Zach Brenner. They're Pirate haters. The only time they like a Pirate is when he's winning. So you'll find that out later on. And that's what's on my mind. And
It's great to be here. I'm a big fan of the show.
We know, and we're just glad we could finally coordinate this.
Absolutely. I know we've been trying for a
We've
while.
been negotiating for a while. My people and your people, we just worked it out.
That's right. Absolutely.
2 weeks ago, actually, Smoking Jim, you were there.
That was it.
Yep.
So he saw it. Now, we know you're a big sports guy, and you were telling some stories beforehand.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite story that you'd like to tell?
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, I played a lot of sports in my day and
Well,
in my
tell
life.
us a couple sports that you played. I like
Well, I played baseball and football primarily.
Me
That was
too.
That was my primary sports. You played a little bit of hoops now to stay in shape.
Right.
But it's never really all that good. But I can hang. But baseball and football were my primary sports.
What position
growing
in baseball?
up. Baseball, I played middle infield and center field.
Nice.
And
So you had some speed and good arm?
a little bit, yeah.
Good fielding?
Decent, yeah.
How about the stick?
I was decent. I was a single double hitter, no power really, but
Right.
But I hit for a lot of high average.
Nice.
And then football, I was a backup QB
Wow.
and outside
good stuff.
linebacker.
Outside
Yeah.
linebacker. That's a nice combo.
Yep.
Can't talk about a quarterback that can't take a hit, right? You're giving them.
That's exactly right.
I like that style.
I like giving them back. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I think a lot of people do that, just in general. on
That
the
was my
field.
favorite part.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. There's no doubt.
I do have a good story back in my young days of playing. I was playing backup quarterback, and I went in for a game. We were taking it on the chin, and it was a muddy day, and we were having a heck of a time. And man, these two kids came and hit me, one on one side, one on the other, and popped my knee out, and ended my season that year.
Right.
Well, I remember the following season. I remember I was outside linebacker.
Sure.
Second game of the year, we were playing that particular team.
Oh my.
And man, I don't know.
Paybacks.
I don't know what it was, but the one kid was the running back, and he got a pitch, came around my side, and I popped him so hard. It was probably one of the biggest hits of my life.
Who'd you play for, Judge?
Brentwood. Yeah. Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
But
That's a great story.
absolutely. But the probably one of my more favorite stories is in my coaching days.
Sure.
I coached for a lot of years, baseball and football.
Okay.
Coached for about 13 or 14 years of baseball, and
You look like you're 25.
oh man,
Smoking Jim's the best.
you're the best, man. You are the best. Thank you.
They love him. He seems like an honest man.
I know, and hopefully he's telling the truth.
But my dentist.
Oh, he
was
does.
My
He'll tell you
dentist.
that.
My dentist was a great football player in Brentwood, Frank Capetta.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, yeah. He played some ball
How old's
actually
your
with
dentist?
my brother.
How old's your dentist? People want to know your age. They're asking. We still have not figured out his age. So,
Yeah, he played ball with my brother. But when I coached baseball, I was fortunate. My son, I started coaching him when he was 5 years old.
Wow.
Coached him all the way through, and he is a southpaw. He's a lefty. And
did you make him a pitcher? That's what you're
Absolutely.
supposed to do.
Absolutely.
There's a smart man.
absolutely,
I played a lot of baseball, even helped coach, and I said, if you have a left-handed pitcher as a son,
Yeah.
and he's just half decent,
Right.
he can get a scholarship, and he could get a minor league position
yeah,
on a team.
Well, he's
Hopefully.
he's
Am
a,
I-
he's a
am I
collegiate
giving you-
athlete.
Okay.
He's
He
up
got
at
one good thing.
He's up at Cal.
Not Cal U. That's his alma mater.
See, I know, and he hits about 92 miles an hour on the gun.
Does he?
Lefty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
throw a curveball.
oh, like nobody's business.
That's
and
what
I've
we're
never,
talking about.
I've never seen a kid throw so many people out at first base. He has
got a
he
great
has
move.
3 moves, and then there's A, B, and C.
Yeah,
he
I
he
gotcha.
comes out with C and then hits him with A and lights out.
That is awesome.
One of our great stories growing up as a coach, and him growing up as a player, I coached him, had the pleasure all those years, is Cooperstown, New York.
Okay.
I took a group. I was the head coach, the manager.
Sure, you did it all.
Me and my buddy Larry Ott, who was my assistant, took 12-year-olds to Cooperstown, New York, and played teams from all over the country, everywhere. And I was so proud of those boys because what they did was they actually beat a team from Jacksonville, Florida,
What?
to make it into the semifinals. And that's an incredible feat for a team from Western PA.
Northern team. It's
to beat
rare.
a Southern team. So it was pretty good stuff. And I was really
coached them up. That's all. You had some good players. You coached them up.
And we ended up losing to the team that won it all, a team from California.
Right.
They beat us 8-6. It was a heck of a game.
Yeah, close game.
And but here's what they were doing. They were flying pitchers in, literally.
For the game.
For the games. Yeah. So, I mean,
where's the rule book?
How could you beat that, right? They were rostered, I guess, but.
Yeah,
but
I had to go to school somewhere else for a couple days.
Exactly. But I love telling that story because I was so proud of those young guys.
Have to be.
And I think it's somewhat legendary in Bethel Park. That this
we've had some good teams, but to rarely go that far.
Right.
It is a rare.
It was fun, and I've had a lot of the philosophy that I've always imparted upon my players is discipline, hard work, and sportsmanship. Right. And we build
respect for the game
absolutely
too.
Respect for the game, building a foundation, teaching not only lessons about sports but about life.
Yes, sir.
And at the end of the day, these kids were coached up well on both ends, I believe.
Sure.
And I think the parents appreciated that. And we developed a lot of good kids and made kids happy for playing the game of baseball and football.
And those things change their lives for something more positive. Keeps them out of trouble. They can compete. They win. So
without a doubt, and you and I were talking about that. And as a judge, that's what I tell a lot of parents coming into my courtroom, that have your kids be involved in sports. It's one of the greatest pastimes, and it is something that will keep them out of trouble, teach them about teamwork, and also teach them discipline. Yes, and if you can do that, that's one of the essentials as a parent, to keep kids involved. And that's
good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what's good about it,
No, it is. No, I'm glad we could have you on the show. I know you got time constraints, and we ran a little late, so it's my fault with the technology here.
I'm just honored to be here and be with you, Al, and Jim.
Thank you, sir.
And honestly, I love your show. I think it's a great sports show.
Thank you.
And I'll be glad to come back another time.
You got an open invite anytime you can work it out.
Thanks.
Take care.
Keep up the great work.
Thank
guys.
you. You do the same in the community. Absolutely. And good luck. Take care. Now, I always ask people about sports. Have you played sports?
Yes, I played softball from T-ball right before fast pitch.
Nice.
So I made it through slow pitch.
And you didn't play fast pitch at all?
No.
Okay.
No, gave up.
And what school did you go to?
Well, I did 3 years down in Kentucky at Ballard, and then graduated from Seneca Valley.
Nice. So you're from Kentucky?
Yes.
You hardly have a southern accent. What happened? We didn't get you talking yet.
No, I got made fun of up here.
No way. Yeah. We talk funny as it is. I know I do.
I would prefer to say y'all instead of yins, but yeah.
I hate yins. I'm against yins, so I got to shake on that.
Yeah.
But y'all, I'm still. The only thing I say is from the Beverly Hillbillies. Y'all come back now?
Well, yeah.
That works.
It works.
Yeah, and the only time I said yins is we played basketball, and we were shirts, and yins were skins. That's the only time I used it. Other than that, I'm against yins, and I hate the yinzer term. Just so you know, I'm on record smoking, Jim. He doesn't even know what yins is, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
He'll be back. Now that we got that out of the way, you played some sports. So what are you doing now? Because you're promoting this right here.
I am partnering with Evolution Gym, running with Colleen, on doing Mommy and Me classes for moms and kids.
How young?
They need to be standing.
Potty trained?
No, I can't ask that. Mine's not yet, so I can't ask that of them. That's not fair.
I understand that.
But I'm not doing the diapers. That's all I have to say.
Okay, well, that's a good thing.
But Mommy and Me classes, kids to run the energy. Moms get some mom time, work out, feel good.
What kind of workouts?
General fitness, but I want a variety. So we're gonna
like what you do. So you have a routine that you go through.
My routine is no routine. I pick exercises that I enjoy doing. There's never a repeat where I do the same thing every day, except for we have a May challenge on one of my Facebook pages, but that's different.
Yeah, I saw you post something there. Now that I'm your friend, I see all your posts.
I just friend requested you too, so.
Did you?
He'll be right on that.
Yeah.
See, I got what's called the dumb phone, so I have to wait till I go home.
Yes, but you probably have a lot more free time.
Yes.
Yeah. See?
Yes. And I'm not constantly looking down.
No, you're not doesn't.
I
hurt.
just go,
Doesn't
hello,
hurt you.
and I go, you need a yes
You
or
are
no
not
text?
a slave like the rest of us.
Exactly. Someday, I hope to become that. That's one of my goals. So this class will be May
this-
9th. This
yeah,
is
the
your
open
event at the
house.
open house.
Yes, it's
Now, are
an
you going to
inter-
have a regular schedule
Yes. Well,
for mommy and me? That's simple.
It's-
Yes or no?
yes.
Okay.
Whatever the demand is for it, because I have an open schedule.
Okay.
So.
And you got
it's-
anti-bullying? You're doing some stuff there, or is that tie in with?
That's for her. I am doing Mommy and Me. The adult fitness will just
Okay.
be one of a couple routines I put together, and then.
Because
the
I know Krav
practice-
Maga, right?
Right.
I said it right. Colleen, I've been learning that. I practiced before today for 10 times. Thank you. And if you need self-defense, call Colleen.
Yeah.
You might have to travel to Butler, but it's well worth it.
It is worth it.
And she'll give you the Pittsburgh Sportsline discount, which I don't know what it is, but she will do that. So just mention Al Levine, the talking machine.
Yes.
All right? See, we got big fans here. What else do you want to say?
It's basically we just want to create a place for women to come, and men too. I mean, we're not opposed against that, but for women to come and bond, not compete.
Okay.
Like you go to the gym and you're looking at the.
So
lady
why
next
can't
to
we
you.
all get along?
Exactly.
Right? Okay.
Why can't you support the girl next to you instead of being, I have to be better than you. I have to be better.
I like that.
Why can't we be a better?
Well, I'm already
You.
with you because just compete with yourself because that way you'll
You
improve
just
every
do
day.
better than you did yesterday.
Hopefully.
Yes. A lot of people just focus on being the best, and you step on a lot of people's toes. You don't support them.
Right.
A lot of people just need that support. They reach their goals. It just
Well, we'll have to bring you back when we find out how successful you become up in Butler there because I know you'll be
You very-
successful. Everybody that comes on our show that's doing well with
are you
things,
the good luck charm?
we're the Karma Kings
Good, because this is a good
from
opportunity
Pittsburgh Sportsline.
Before I started,
That's
so.
That's why we said
If
put
I
her
could
on.
Avoid the struggle.
No, you have to live through the struggle. Life
Get
doesn't
that
come
right.
at you easy. Don't worry about it. No more advice. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
It was great to have you.
It was great being here. It was nice meeting you too.
Thanks for bringing
you.
show and tell. You had a good teacher. What do you have? Tell them who you are because it's been a while since you've been on.
Mario Tempest. I represent Mona V and Mint products, all natural health juices.
And now Jabu.
And Jabu, yeah, that's a fruit. I'm not sure what country it's from, but it's.
Jabu
I
Land.
can guess.
But the reason why I'm here is I'm from the New Kensington Arnold district.
And you know we don't hold that against you. So
Yeah,
go
I know.
I
Yeah.
do.
He knows.
He hates it up there. He's not liked in a lot of communities
I
by
know.
choice.
I know.
His.
A few years ago, we started. This park is in Arnold, and I used to go there as a kid. And there was a park back then. Me and Fred Flintstone used to play together there. And over the last few years, the city ran out of money, and they actually closed the park. It's a beautiful park. So a few of my friends and I got together and decided to start trying to raise money. In the last 2 years, we had the park open, paid for the whole entire summer. And we have a thing called Rock and Roosevelt. Where's he at? And there's
Where's Rock and Rosa?
11 bands, anywhere from jazz to blues to soft rock, hard rock. It's only $5 for the entire day.
I'll be there.
No, he
And-
won't. He said that last
I know
year.
that. There he is.
Bill Boyce, this is one of the key photos of the night. A lot of pressure here. Did you see what his poster is?
Any country and western bands?
What's that?
Yes, there is one. I'm
Good.
glad you brought
He
that
was
up. 'cause
looking
I
away.
keep-
You want him to
I
look
forget
up
say
at
that.
you?
All right.
You know this is like live TV and we're still on air.
But actually, you might recognize a few names on here. First of all, our MC is a former guest of yours, Billy Nardozzi.
I do know.
Poet. He's going to be our MC for the day. Miss Freddie, who's been on your show.
I know
Miss
Miss Freddie. I've gone to see her play. Smoking Jim said he'd be there, so I had to fill in for him.
Yeah, I know. She's going to be there. I think she's going to be looking for you, Jim.
Again.
That's what she told me.
Cousin.
Yeah, they're going to be on.
How about Heidi and the Hellcats?
Heidi's a friend of mine, and there's a group on here called Soul Radio.
Oh, yeah.
The name, they're just as good as the name. This young man.
What is he even talking about?
This young man is 16 years old. He's blind, and he plays lead keyboard, and he's the leader of the group. And a set of twins are 16 years old. They play bass guitar and electric guitar. And one of their uncles is the drummer, and they are absolutely incredible.
It's a shame he won't be there to see it.
I know.
You didn't even tell him what day this is.
This is 2 weeks from yesterday, Sunday, May 17th.
That's my son's birthday. He's in the Navy, so he won't be back. I don't think I'll make it.
Oh, okay.
All right, just so you know.
right.
I don't want to lie to you like my best friend here.
No boxing hangovers from the night before?
It could be.
That's actually the night after the fight.
I didn't want to get in. We'll be announcing, and with Smoking Jim and the rain's happening, who knows what will happen. It could be an all-nighter.
This is one of two in a year series. We have one at the New Kensington Park in September. It's our 4th year there. We do raise money to revamp the park.
And you'll be back for that one. This is
I'll
only
definitely be back.
$5. It's amazing
$5.
with the bands that you have there.
Something real important I forgot to mention is the last couple of years we had this. If anybody here has been watching The Voice, Mia Z was at our first 2. And she will not be there this year because the day after the concert, she's going to be on the final. She's going to be in Los Angeles the whole weekend that we're having the concert. So, and if you saw my Facebook picture, I ran into her in the parking lot.
I did see your Facebook. You're all over Facebook,
Yes, I
you know.
am. Yes, I am.
I hope to be like you someday.
So you never know, out of these people right here, someone here might be the next Mia Z. So there's a lot of local talent in the Alakiski Valley. There's no doubt about that. And it's for a good cause.
No, it's a great cause, and thanks for coming on to explain that. With all the things going on, that is a great. We'll have you back on again next week to give a little more promo, and plus, if they're watching us around there, so they might as well come up to the show.
That's right. It's gonna be great.
May 17th.
Sunday, May 17th, noonday. There's gonna be food vendors and other vendors for the ladies that like to shop at crafts and so forth. I was in charge of the vendors, so right now we got 23 vendors total. So that's great. It's gonna be a good time.
Sounds like another good event. Like you gave us the report. Thank you.
All right, thanks for having me.
He's a star championship chase. Big hand for my main man, Tom Plungin.
What an intro.
Doesn't get better than spending time with Smoking Jim.
My man, Tom.
Exactly.
How are you, Al?
I'm doing excellent.
How does Jim let you do this all the time? I'm surprised he
it's my
invites you back.
show.
Oh, that's why.
Didn't he tell anybody?
No.
How come we're having a little controversy and you're a great mediator? I know that. He just, I have a little soft spot for Smoking Jim because I can't hear anymore. Okay? But he forgets to tell all these sweeties. Now, he's always helping Pittsburgh Sportsline. But I only see him and a lady.
Yeah.
All right? And I'm sort of having an issue with it because I go, do you know Al Levine, the talking machine? They go, no, who is he? I said, you're talking to him. And they go, how do you know Smoking Jim? I said, we're friends. And I go, didn't he mention Pittsburgh Sportsline? And he tells me he does all the time.
Yeah.
No, these ladies wouldn't lie to me, would they? They say no.
No.
They say no, they don't know about this show, but they know about Smoking Jim's show.
Yeah,
so
Smoking
it's
Jim is a
funny
show.
how you brought that up. Not that I'm
you're the
irritated by it.
custodian. You're not the custodian for this event.
I am. See, I'm the custodian, and you see the sign that somebody donated for me? My guys get upset because they think I'm a dictator. They said, how did your name get above Pittsburgh Sportsline? It's Smoking Jim's show. I said, no, it's not.
Oh, man.
And that was a great little...
I guess I should stop the fan club. Come join Smoking Jim's show on Monday nights.
You mean there is one? Where is this? Hold it. Here, look who has a T-shirt. A nice polo shirt and hats. Now, look at the hat he's representing.
New York, confused gentleman.
No gear. Now, we can't say on public access TV what all this is and what it costs.
Yeah.
But
you know what I think the problem is? You need to get Jim to wear one of those hats, and maybe he'll know it's Sportsline. I don't Smoking Jim's happy hour.
Wait a second. I don't even know what's under his hat. What is under his hat? That's what I've been trying to find out for over 3.5 years.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not trying to pick on Smoking Jim, but you can see I'm slightly frustrated and irritated.
Yes, sir.
But it's like in a family. Do you agree 100% with your brothers and your dad, even though he's staring me down, like you better treat my son nicely?
No, you got to agree with everybody. No, you don't. No, you have to.
That's why you're on the show. Now we got to the bottom line. You cut Smoking Jim right out. I appreciate it. No more fan club. Let's talk sports.
Great.
What is on your mind?
Well, the biggest thing that's on mine right now is it looked like you look at the Steelers. They drafted Vernon Golston. They drafted Deshae Townsend. They drafted Dwight Stevens. And then they drafted Willie Williams in the first 4 rounds of this draft.
Right. Now, what changed?
So if that's what they were after, I really, really hope they have bigger aspirations. My problem with their first pick in Bud Dupree, all of his measurables are like Home Depot when you're going down the line. He has every inches, he has centimeters, he has time, he can do all that, but he plays football too high. This is a low man's game. So the first thing they need to do is put a 50-pound weight on his back and get him down. At 6'4", 265 pounds, he's not going to tackle people at this level, high and that. His elite skill is not going to allow him to do that. In the second round, you look at a guy that may not be tall enough to play Papa Smurf in New York, on the line there.
Did you say Papa Smurf?
Papa Smurf. I do as well.
Yeah.
But you need to have
and you have kids.
You need to have
You're
some height in the
disrespectful.
NFL.
Okay.
I appreciate his ball skills. He's fantastic at intercepting the football. Right. But he's not going to be going against some of the diminutive guys he was in college.
Right.
I like to
twice his size.
They're going to be twice his size. He can high point a ball. One of his best plays of the year, unfortunately, gets your 3rd round pick, and Sammy Coates. Sammy Coates' problem is he drops 1 out of every 5 passes thrown to him.
Then how does he promote these guys?
I don't know.
I mean,
you don't know what's under his hat. I don't know if he doesn't need glasses.
You know what? You make a great point. Let's do some more research.
Yeah.
But continue your little tirade, please.
Sammy Coates has great speed. It's going to make it fun for Antonio Brown to be able to do things underneath. You're going to have Martavius Bryant and Sammy Coates over the top.
Sure.
The thing that can happen with Coates is if they find him a way to catch the ball, stick him, illegal gloves, whatever you need to do to make him hold on to it, I'm okay with that.
Right.
It's about winning football games.
You're an open-minded guy.
Open-minded. I like that. His upside, if he catches, I don't know, twice as balls he has been, he can become a Terrell Owens, which would be a great thing.
And a short career.
No, Terrell Owens had an 8-year career,
I know,
over
but it
500
wasn't always-
receptions.
yeah.
It wasn't always great, but he
Right.
dropped a ton of footballs. But he was a physical specimen.
Yeah.
People forget that because of his tirades.
Right.
That is the upside to Sammy Coates. He can become Terrell Owens. The downside is he becomes a guy that you have as your number 4, number 5 receiver right now, and Darius Hayward-Bay.
Wow.
Those are his.
This honesty is refreshing.
I mean, you have to be honest.
That's why we have Pittsburgh Sportsline. I'm tired of hearing all this stuff
We
on
can't have a bossy
regular
promoter
TV.
all the time, just hyping up every little thing.
What do you mean? I can't hear half of it anymore. Are you talking about my brother?
I didn't talk about anybody.
Yeah, but I agree with you.
The best pick I like in this entire draft is a guy that's going to play on some Sundays, and that's Grant. Grant comes into this league. He may not have all the intangibles to be an outside coverman, but the thing he will do in the Pittsburgh Steelers defense is he will play in all the sub packages. In today's NFL, you play over 70% of your snaps from sub packages. This is a guy that tackles.
Right.
The best thing, and a guy that they lost in the offseason, you can say Ike Taylor dropped everything that was ever thrown to him,
Almost.
and you never let him hold your baby. But the thing he could do,
Or his.
the thing he could do was tackle
Yes, sir.
players as soon as they caught the ball.
Yes, sir.
And that's what they got in Grant. And it's nice to see that and refreshing. They got another guy from Ohio State
Right.
in here that runs a similar system.
Well, while you're in the middle of this tirade, here's a question I have. If the Steelers didn't improve and there's parity in the league, what kind of record are they going to have? Just with you looking at some of the things you brought out, how will it make a difference is what I want to know.
The first thing is they have the hardest record or the hardest schedule in the NFL if you look
Right.
at it. And obviously that changes every year. But the thing that they did do is they did find guys in their secondary. And the fact of the matter is they had 2 guys that were too slow in the secondary.
Right.
And they've replaced them with some speed.
Okay.
Granted, they don't have large size, but you also got to look at the growth of Jarvis Jones, Ryan Shazier, and Lawrence Timmons. You have, for the first time in your history, at all your linebacker spots, first-round draft picks.
That's a good point.
That's unprecedented.
So are you hopeful for the season? I know it's too early to decide because injuries,
Well, I
how
mean-
they advance, how they train.
Here's the best thing. They have a top 5 quarterback in the NFL that's going to find ways to win football games. They have a running back in that, in my opinion, bar none, is the best running back in the NFL today. There's nobody that can catch like him. There's nobody that can run like him. He is the 2015 version of Marshall Faulk. This is a guy, if he doesn't bang up his knees, will be the best running back in Pittsburgh Steelers football history.
But
Because
will
he
be
doesn't.
playing-
He doesn't run away from guys, and he has the speed to run away from guys.
And he gets a little time off, so he'll be fresher this year.
You know
he
what?
gets 3 games off, and he'll still get 1,500 yards.
You know what, Al? Have you ever made a mistake?
Never.
I'd love to be
Tonight
in
I
your
did.
camp.
Tonight I did. Everybody makes mistakes. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that's the point, but my issue
Yeah.
is the Steelers need all the components to be
They
a
do.
winning team. Because I don't want to hear 8-8's all they want to be. So.
Top 5 quarterback, best running
I
back
like
in the
it.
NFL.
No, I
That's
like
what you
that.
need. Your defense will find a way.
No,
and
but
I
the
have faith
problem-
you're going to see a different defense for the first time.
Really?
You are. Keith Butler's different.
How different?
Very different. He comes from a completely different background. He is the slow draw. He's going to be able to come from a different perspective. Everybody loves Dick LeBeau. Everybody loves their grandfather. But the fact of the matter is, every once in a while, you need your dad to come and tell you, you know what, guys? It's been fun. We've been playing, but it's time to get the damn grass cut.
Did that ever happen to you?
It's happened to all of us.
I agree. And I do make plenty of mistakes.
Yes, sir.
I'll grant you that. But I'm worried about a season because last year I predicted, they'd have like 11 wins because of such an easy schedule again.
Most definitely.
And they were giving games away. They couldn't hold the other team from scoring. Whoever had the ball last won the game.
Well, and I'm sure you've said, and many people said on this show, Mike Tomlin coaches to his competition. So maybe this is the opportunity for him to play up. The last time going into the season, the most difficult strength of schedule, they went to the Super Bowl and they won.
Good
So
point.
that's a fact. So we'll see what happens.
We're going to call
otherwise.
you back after the season starts
Well-
if you can get in here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crowded crew, and to get on Jim's show.
Pardon me? Pardon me? I had a bad right ear. I can't hear you. I mean, you're a good man, but you are invited back.
Al, I appreciate every opportunity.
What opportunity? Who are
This
you?
is a great opportunity here.
Really?
To sit down and talk with you.
Oh, thank you.
Guy with sandwiches named after him.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Legendary.
Legendary.
My ego's big enough, but thank you. You're still welcome back.
Thank you, Al.
I don't know about your dad. That stare is deadly.
There
How
you
did
go.
you miss cutting the grass? Unless your brothers did.
No, I found a way. You got sent back out there. You got it done.
Did you?
You have to.
And you just finished this show. I thank
you
you.
go.
And keep supporting Smoking Jim on his show.
Fantastic.
Wherever it may be.
Well, I tell you what, we got a guy here. If you guys remember back in the day when Joey Porter was the biggest thing out there, this was his promoter, marketer, manager, the whole bit. Big hand for the vice principal, Bob Burnett.
Bob, welcome back to the show. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. Look at how this man dresses. Bill, get a nice photo without me talking.
And I want you to know about the comments that people saw on Facebook when they said one of the best dressed. And she said, he is the best dressed.
Hold it. I do this because you got to have some competition here. I can't just concede you're the best.
I agree.
And you're up to the challenge because you got another little silk hanky in there.
Yeah,
You just can't beat this.
gotta go all the way.
I
Can't
know.
go halfway.
First class. Doesn't cost much, just do it, right?
That's right. That's right.
Well, what's on your mind?
Well, I've been having a lot of fun with the book, as you guys know. Last time I was on,
Where's Bill at? Get it. We'll get you there, and we're honored that he made this as a profile picture.
oh yeah, it says Dukes, so we gotta get that changed.
Yeah,
All right,
we'll
so-
have one. We'll have one here with us smiling there. Can you get us all three, and he could fit that in?
all the way down, changing hearts and minds, and this is done extremely well. What you guys know since I was here last.
I hope we helped a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
And
you
thanks
did.
for the $5 and the book.
Well, yeah.
I do appreciate it, just so you know. I donated it to my favorite fund.
There you go.
All right, we'll
So-
talk about that later.
So we had, it took me to a lot of different things that I was able to do, a lot of speaking engagements and book
is
signings and things of that
great.
nature. So everything's going well. The other thing,
And it's a good book, and I'll give him the condensed version again. I'll explain it to him. Okay.
Yeah, well, the
Because
one,
it was inspiring
the
to
one,
me.
the one in
No
pictures,
disrespect.
the
but-
one in pictures hasn't come out yet. So that's,
well, I just showed him because he was peeking. He was taking a little peek as I looked at it. But your story here with helping kids
Thank you.
that were all troubled kids, men and women,
Yeah.
young men and women, who nobody respected,
right.
had no discipline, and you made them into champions in 1
Right.
year,
Yeah.
which is unheard of.
Yeah.
That's something. That's why you're one of my heroes in sports.
Well, thank you.
I know I'm always, saying you're one of the best, but you're a true hero
Thank
in the
you.
sports world and in the education world for the task that you've taken
Mm-hmm.
to bring people out and make them great people in the community.
Right.
Where we have so many problems. We try to kid about a lot of things, but
Mm-hmm.
you can't about the disrespect.
Right.
No matter what race you are, no
Right,
matter what
exactly.
color you are, it shouldn't be that way.
Right.
And you're one of those guys that's trying to help in the community.
Yeah.
So I just want to thank you again for all that you do.
Thank you. Real quick, a year ago, but little over a year ago, I appeared in a book club, book of the month kind of thing in Baltimore, Maryland, for the Baltimore Times.
Right.
And I was on a panel, and we talked about the crime, black on black crime, and the poverty, and what to do with the kids in Baltimore. Well, all I knew at that time was, well, Baltimore is a place where if you're from Pittsburgh, you hate Baltimore, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Well,
But-
because they stole Cleveland's team and now they
Exactly.
made them our rivalry.
Exactly, right.
Where I'd rather have Cleveland have a good team,
Right.
and they have a bad team in Baltimore.
But I
Nothing
didn't-
personal, just business.
But the worst thing about it was I didn't know much about Baltimore.
Right.
And then when I watched the news in the past several days, and now I get a chance to see, you know, how bad it was. But I gave them, they wanted to know what I thought. How could I change? What ideas do I have to change it? And we had a long discussion. And then this thing took off in the past week or so.
Right.
And it was just amazing that, you know, that Baltimore was just that devastated from
Sure.
the problems they had to face. And the young kids, and when I watch young teenagers running around the streets, looting and burning stuff up, you know, it's
How does
like,
it help anybody?
it's just like everything was just unleashed on a night. And a lot of people don't understand what these kids, and like I said, these kids that are in jail, these kids are the kind of kids that they have no future in their minds. There is no future. These kids that played basketball for me, you know, when I said there is something to win, you could win a championship, you can move on in life and have success. And I think the key was they embraced that. But these kids in Baltimore, they don't really seem to even think that way. You know, it's
Don't
just
you
like
need
we're never going to
leaders?
get out.
My thought is you need leaders in the community. And
Yeah,
you
you
need
do.
disciplinarians. You need to have respect for yourself first before you can respect others.
Well, I'm going to tell you what they need. No, you have a lot of people that are. You have a mayor. You have congressmen. You have
Right.
councilmen. You have all these role models. But what they don't have is dads. Okay, that's the problem. And you need a father and a mother, but you definitely need a father as a role model because most of the kids that are messing up are young males.
Right.
And I think that's one of the issues they need to really start addressing. And I don't want to be political about any of this stuff, but
well,
that's
this is
just something I
reality.
looked
This
at.
is life today.
Yeah, it is.
Shouldn't be like this. Is actually in America here, and it shouldn't be this way.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
the opportunities are just fantastic. They don't know about them.
Well, they're not. I mean, that's one of the things. Those kids don't have a dream to go to college. The
Right.
most of them. You know, those kids don't have a dream to, own their own business. So they take from somebody else's business.
Yeah.
Where the drug trade is the number one economy for the people who live in that area, then you know we got a problem, and hopefully we can get it fixed.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate you coming on board.
Okay.
Just tell them one more thing about your book.
Okay.
Hold that up. So tell them where they could get it.
Okay, all the way down, Changing Hearts and Minds. You can get this book on Amazon.com. You can buy it hardcover, soft cover, and you can get it on ebook. So please
Check it out.
Read it.
Buy a book, read it.
You'll
Smoking
enjoy it.
Jim, we'll read a page every show. Okay, I guarantee it. I'll get you up to speed. How many pages is it again, Robert?
It's about 10. No, I'm just kidding.
No, for him, I mean, it's 10.
10.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
I can't wait for the movie.
The movie, I forgot. I got to tell you this because I know you run out of time.
Please tell me about it.
Okay, the movie, we did hook up with actually Angela Bassett has the script. Angela Bassett's thinking about
It's
getting
all
involved.
about the book.
There is one guy, a local guy in Pittsburgh we're going after, and he's big time. And you know what I'm talking about, don't you? Local male Oscar nominated.
You could say his name.
No, I won't.
Okay.
But think about it.
know.
But
Okay. I'm thinking about
we
it.
have a connection there too. We're trying to get him involved, and
Great.
So hopefully everything is starting to move.
No, it sounds great, and we wish you the best of luck. And like
Yeah.
we said, you come on Pittsburgh Sportsline, you got good karma.
I
We're
appreciate
just
it.
building on it some more.
I'll be back. New
You
suit.
definitely
New
will be
suit.
back.
Okay.
Hold on, let me check that. Look at that material. You can just feel the quality.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure. Good luck. Buy the book.
guys.
I read it. I recommend it.
Okay, appreciate it.
And he's a great guy in the cage. That's all I could say.
Thank you very much.
Tell him your name. I didn't do justice to it.
Justin the Hawk Steve. That's the name.
And that's why it's Hawk time.
It always is Hawk time.
And it's Hawk time in the cage.
Not
Smoking
right now.
Jim is a big fan. And what was your weight at the fight?
I weighed in at 145 and
Don't say anything else. Now, what do you think you weigh today?
I'd probably say about 172 around there or so, give or take.
Wow.
And he loses weight, Smoking Jim. You better look at Bill. He wants you to look because he's never taken a bad photo of the back of your head. Thanks. What'd you think of the food?
Awesome food. I had wings.
Did
It's
you?
been a
I
while
told you
since I
they're
had
good.
them too, yeah. So I was craving them.
And now there's a little history with you being at the Royal Place that I dug really deep, Smoking Jim.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I ask questions. And then I get answers.
There you go.
Now, when were you here?
Last time I was here, it was probably about 5 years ago. It was my first amateur boxing match. And,
I remember that.
I came here and won actually by a knockout too, so
I remember that.
it went real well.
Nice.
That's when the Hawk started.
That was the beginning of the Hawk.
That's the beginning of the Hawk right there.
I didn't know that. I missed it. I only come board after he let me come on a couple shows. He's the play-by-play, and I'm actually the color guy.
I like it. I can see.
That's what we do. And you can come out May 16th. You can come out May 16th. Mayhem at the Meadows when we got guys like friends of ours, Rod Sulka, Jason Bergman, Rayco War Saunders. They're fighting. We'll be announcing.
All
We'll
great
be
guys.
play-by-play.
All great
I'll be
guys.
the color guy, and I'm not sure who they're bringing in as the third guy.
And all the money I won on the Kentucky Derby, I'm gonna let it roll that night.
There
That
you go.
can't even be true. He knows how to bet, but it's all with bookmakers. And if you don't bet, don't start. If you are going to bet, don't ask Smoking Jim. He doesn't know what an American Pharaoh is. Oh, did I say the winner? He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
But he's been to the Meadows because of me.
There you go.
And
I got one question too. You know, since the box is coming pretty soon, there has to be a hype man, right?
Yeah.
I know one good guy is a hype man now.
Who could that be?
Well, I think he's back there. You know, BC.
BC should
Is
be
there
the
BC,
hype
the
man.
hype man for the
We
boxing?
can't get him. Not only is he with Brenner Contracting, he's with Pittsburgh Sportsline, but he's with Fight Company and Rod Sulka and Stevie Upshur.
That's a couple
So
plugs right there too, huh?
We don't know what hat he's going to wear. Wait till you see him in a few minutes, what shirt he's wearing.
I'm looking forward.
honored to have a sleeve.
I just want a BC shirt.
Oh, he got him. With
right,
that
I gotta
promo,
talk
you
to him.
earned 2.
There we go.
He's on a VIP couch.
We got hats, but there's no BC on it, so
Hey,
he
it
won't
works.
hustle that up tonight. But that's
got
something
Pittsburgh
else. But
Sportsline
he's
on
got, look at what he got for me.
There you go. I like
I
it.
said, I'm tired of wearing that white shirt with Pittsburgh Sportsline. Some guy goes, are you rooting for the Miami Dolphins? I'm not going to mention his name, but he keeps staring at me. This is Pittsburgh Sportsline. I'm just glad I like his son because he was so disrespectful to Smoking Jim.
Oh, man.
That was a pleasure.
Oh, man.
Did you ever hear such talk against Smoking Jim?
I don't think I have. I don't think I have.
You
know?
couldn't have.
Smoking
I
Jim-
know you're a fan of our show, so
I am.
you watch these things.
Smoking Jim speaks the truth, though. He does.
I'm confused.
He speaks the truth.
Did you say that?
I said it twice. I said it twice. He speaks the truth.
Well, I know he's an honest man.
He is.
But there's fiction and then there's fact. Like, he's honest about the fiction, so that confuses me. And then the fact is a little sketchy. And that's how I see it.
Right.
And you know why? Because I watch every show and I critique what's on your mind.
Okay.
And some of them have been repetitive.
Well,
Okay?
I've been heard this Bud Dupree guy, so I mean,
I know. He's
sounds
been all
good.
over that.
It sounds
but
good.
I saw the debunker come on, Tom.
okay.
He debunked all that.
All right.
And I was hoping I'd never hear they don't want to be great, just 8-8. The Steelers.
Oh, we can't do that again.
No,
we can't
we're
do that
not.
again.
Now, do you like other sports?
Yeah, I love other sports, so basketball, I like them also.
Did you play basketball?
I did in high school, yeah.
How'd I guess?
Hey, probably my jumping ability, huh?
Yeah, you're jumping up. What I like is every time you win that I've seen you jump to the top of the cage.
It's a vertical leap, It's a vertical leap.
I know, what, about 32 inches?
A little more than that, probably about 43, I'd say.
wouldn't know nothing
about
about
43.
What, I jumped 3 inches.
I'm just disappointed I didn't get drafted or picked up. as a free
You know
agent.
why? You know the hype man?
He didn't help me out.
He's a new guy.
Yeah.
Here's the old school
All right,
guy.
I need old school then.
He couldn't even see where you were at.
Man.
Look at him. I just introduced you. Now he loves MMA.
Right.
All these guys. For 3 years, I've been telling him we're going to MMA. We got
Yeah.
a lot of great guys, and we're meeting them.
Uh-huh.
He goes, I got boxing to do.
I don't want to see that hugging stuff, huh?
No, he goes, I got to go with one of my sweeties and my bestest friend and all this other stuff.
As soon as I seen Jamie Chesney, I knew I had to get into it.
MMA.
She's a
That's
good
our
fighter.
man. Only photos with women for Pittsburgh Smoking Jim.
There you go.
Sorry, I was getting a little fired up. Now, getting to your fight.
Yes.
You had a great fight.
Thank you.
Now, you started out slower than I've ever seen you.
It was cold.
I know it was.
Cold.
I know it was. Now, Smoking Jim's unusual.
Yeah.
No cold, no heat, nothing. He wears the same outfit all the time.
Right.
New York and whatever else. But
Monroeville?
it cuts down. No, he talks Monroeville.
Okay.
But it lowers his laundry
Penn
bill.
Hills, huh?
Well, he hates Penn Hills.
I don't
You got to watch the show again.
Yeah, I know Gateway.
All right.
I know Gateway.
Don't get him pumped up with Gateway. You know too. This is one of our biggest fans. Before I had him on our show, I met him a couple times. He goes, I know who you are. People tell me they hear me on the radio.
Yeah.
I go, I might have a radio voice, but we have a TV show.
Right.
And you go, I know Pittsburgh Sportsline.
Exactly.
I watch it.
Exactly.
I go, you got to come on our show. Because we saw you fight and win a couple times.
There we go.
And we finally got it together, and now you're here.
I'm here.
So the first round, getting back to your fight, I know
Yes.
you're avoiding that first round. It was slow. We'll go to the
It was
second
slow.
round.
Second round,
What happened?
I was still a little slow, Went to the ground and
The guy was pretty good.
He was good. Very difficult on the ground with me, but I looked over. I seen Smoking Jim also.
Did you?
He said, "You gotta do
inspired
something."
me.
He said, "You gotta do something." So I said, "I'm gonna do something." So I got back up. Now they show him the hammer.
And he goes, what are they even doing? What is that move?
Right.
I got to know some of this stuff. And we're telling him, rear naked choke
Right.
and,
I
all
wanna
these
show-
things like this.
I want to show thunder and lightning. That's what I want to show.
Yeah, definitely. He was so happy for you. I didn't know he inspired you.
He did. I looked over. I said, "I can't do this."
You know what? We're going to have to start another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline. It'll be a special edition for only Smoking Jim and whoever his sweetie is, or whoever he works with out there.
Right.
I've been thinking of having a little spin-off show because we have to. I'll just let him carry it.
There you go.
Because he talks more than me when I let him. And then we'll know whose show. Hopefully I could be a guest just once in a while. But no, you're just an awesome fighter.
Thank you.
And I wanted to promo a little thing before the hype man comes on. He's following you.
I appreciate it.
July 11th, come out to the Meadows, King of the Cage, main event again. I'm hoping he's not at 145, but if he has to, this man can do it. Eat some more wings before you go home, brother.
Oh, definitely will for sure.
Well, hey, thanks for coming out.
Thank you for having me again.
Thanks for adding to the humor here.
Always.
You fit right in. You have an open invite after July 11th. Or if you want to come before the fight and you have a Monday, you can. No, I don't want to tease you with food. Maybe it's
Right.
better to have you after.
Yeah, afterwards.
I learned your style
There
now.
we go. Don't worry about
Justin,
it.
Hawk, Steve,
There we go.
you take care.
Thank you very much.
It's hot time.
Zach Brenner, what's on your mind?
Well, I missed what's on Smoking Jim's mind. So
Bud
I can't-
Dupree?
I can't. Oh, I could only imagine.
Bud Dupree, take one more. His fist was hidden there. Thank you.
I can only imagine what's on Smoking Jim's mind. But
We had a debunker here, so it was all good.
We'll tune into Tuesday night show and we'll talk about the Steelers in the draft. But I know Smoking Jim lost heavy money on the Pac-Man on the Filipino because I know you didn't go.
Why
with
would
money.
you bring it up? I've been busting his chops the whole show about other stuff. I was waiting to promo that on Tuesday night because Mayweather won.
Money won, Smoking.
He had a bad shoulder. Pac-Man hurt his shoulder.
Always an excuse when you lose. I never
But
hear an excuse when
did
they
you see-
win.
Did you see the pictures I posted up the
No.
day before where Pac-Man got his hands up and he's all?
He was
he's
off
all-
of Facebook
His
a
arm was
while.
fine then, wasn't it?
He wasn't on Facebook because he was running. He was hiding.
Well, Smoking Jim, the Steelers had what I would probably grade out as probably like a B+ draft. They did draft a couple corners that were too short, in my opinion, but hopefully they're not too slow like Jarvis Jones.
No, they have speed. We had an expert on, Tom here from Championship Chase, said they have speed, but they're not bigger than Papa Smurf.
Hey, I like the
I
line-
love that quote, if I can use that.
A better quote, though, was the quote about not letting Ike Taylor hold the baby.
That's an old one, though. I've heard.
That's the first
a
time I
classic,
heard that
though.
one. That
You
was
guys
good.
are innocent babies. He was using material that's been out there before, making it his own, because he can have his own show, too. I'm looking at a spin-off with him. He was so respectful of me that I loved it, so I'll have to have him back. No, but it was a interesting draft. I just want to know if they can improve. I got some of an answer from Tom, so I'm looking at some improvement.
Tom's the authority on if the Steelers.
Well, he is on the show right now. You're always...
Because, I mean, when it comes to Smoking Jim, we're on Smoking Jim's show. Elevate the talking machine. How do you feel about that? We're on Smoking Jim's show.
I have no
What's your
feeling.
thoughts on Smoking Jim?
You can't rile me up any more than our guest did, who did a great performance. I have no feelings one way or the other. I'm apathetic, actually. I have apathy for him. Look that up. I got to bring out, your mother got me this as a present in the Funkin' Wagnalls. Look up apathy in the 1915 dictionary. Okay, I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
We don't have time for it.
Yeah. Hold it. Apathy's in there. Al Levine got apathy for the last statement. Now I'll just look it up and you'll find out what it means. All right, getting back to sports. We're going to be closing this up shortly, Zach.
Hey,
What's
let's
going
wrap
on?
it up. Let's talk about real quick the Buccos.
You two are haters. I do not recognize that. It's a 162-game season,
They're on
not
three-game
a
skid. They're on a
16-game.
3-game skid. They're wasting those loose, fresh arms, Levine.
I said that.
Pitching's at a premium.
I did say that, but they got other fresh arms they can bring up. The ones that had Tommy John surgery, guess what? They're loosened up right now. Come June and July, we'll get more fresh arms. They have pitching this year. What I'm worried about is the power outage of the Pirates.
What's McCutcheon's batting average
See,
since he
a
cut his
hater.
hair? No, I'm just asking.
It's under the
Since he cut his
Mendoza
hair.
line. It's under
I said
the
before the
Mendoza line.
season, that was a mistake, cutting your hair before the
speaking
He
season.
did it for charity.
He could-
I can't believe how un-American you are. We do
Kiesel
things
does
for
charity after the season. He cuts the beard. He should have cut his
You know
hair
what? We're not
after the
asking what's
season.
under your hat. That's enough from you. That is it. Zach, real quick.
Real quick, how do you feel about the Kentucky Derby this weekend, Levine? I know you watched it. I know you.
Bob Baffert had great horses. He had two of the best horses. He come
He had
in
the
first
Chrome,
and third.
California Chrome last year, right?
Yes, he did. You're a smart man with the horses. It was a good race. We may have a Triple Crown winner. There's a chance. I'm always hopeful that we will. It's been so long since we had one. We're not even getting to how many 20-plus years, almost 30 years. So Pittsburgh Sportsline, we're going to close it out. Thanks, everybody, for being great guests. Thanks for coming out to the Royal Place. We'll be back here in 2 weeks, Smoking Jim. And you know we like the boxing here. Thanks for watching us on Verizon 32 everywhere, Comcast 7 only in Bethel Park. YouTube, if you ask me for a link, we have 300-plus shows. You can actually see Smoking Jim's show anytime you want. It's on every Tuesday through Saturday night, 7 o'clock to 8. And we'll have this show up on Wednesday night. Thank you for watching. Thanks, Dave Cable, for the editing. Thanks, everybody. Be safe. Stay Joey strong.